Hey everyone, Jake here,
Yeah.
joined by Matt. If I'm here, it's usually mainly we're talking about Halloween and
Yep.
doing that yet again. Because Halloween ends is right around the corner. We gotta do something.
Uh huh.
Um, so we are doing a tier list for all the masks in the franchise. I made this tier list myself.
So true.
So when I made this tier list, I had a couple of criteria I wanted to do. So the first one, we're only sticking to movies, so we're not doing the video game. So Dead by Daylight, Michael Myers will not be here. Um,
Yeah.
Secondly, we're only doing the main masks. So there's not going to be like, because sometimes with these movies there will be like a slightly different version of the mask, but it's still the consistent design. So so the exception to that being Halloween H2O, and with that movie, there was like 4 to 5 masks that were used in the movie, and they're all completely different from each other. So that's the exception, because obviously since they're all different, um, so again, the main masks. So we're not, and there's gonna be no and none of like the like. So sorry, stuttering, but the main like masks. So there's not gonna be like, for example, Rob Zombie's Halloween, Michael, he wears a variety of these paper mache masks. Like literally in the movie, he has like his like room in the sanitarium has like a wall just full of these. So these won't be on here because if they were, we would be here pretty much all day.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just some are not worth discussing, especially with like when I said like there might be a mask that was like slight, although it's the same like mask consistency, there's still a slight, like again, that's not worth having a conversation about because that's what these tier lists are for. We have conversations about where we put them in the tier list and like just the quality of the design, etc.
Yeah.
So without further ado, we're gonna start with the original. We're going in theatrical order.
Yeah.
Starting off the original. I don't think this is much of a debate, but top of S, obviously.
Uh huh. S.
The original
just
top
S.
S.
Started it all
This,
pretty much.
I don't know what. There's not much to really say. All the other masks on this tier list, walked because this mask ran. This is the foundation. This is, it's literally the character. This, so yeah, I don't think there's much to say. It's just a simple Captain Kirk William Shatner mask turned into, one of the most beloved masks in the horror genre, in the slashers. So yeah, there's nothing to say here.
Yeah.
That's it. So moving right along to Halloween 2. So that one is, nope, not that one.
This one.
Bottom middle.
This one.
Nope.
One.
That one, yes. So with this mask, I will give it some credit. It's the same mask in the original, but they did not take care of the mask at all.
So, it looks
like,
stupid.
So a couple of things. What happened was, first of all, allegedly they did not take care of it on set. They, the actor who played Michael Myers would keep it in his pocket. And after the movie was done shooting, they, the Deborah Hill, co-creator, she kept it in a box in her house, and she's a smoker. So the thing about latex is if you put it around like a smoking area over a long period of time, it's gonna yellow.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing is they recasted Michael for a much shorter guy and a much stockier guy. So the latex stretches differently around his head, because he has a more round head shape. So it's the same mask, I'll give it that. But again, they did not take care of this thing, and today, unfortunately, the mask is just in such bad condition. Like It's not like I think like if you look at the picture, like the whole like lower half is just gone.
Yeah.
It's like not destroyed, but like it's you can't fix it. Like you can't restore it to its like glory, which is really sad. But because it's because it's the still the same mask, and I do think in some scenes it's still effective. It's I'll put it in A. What do you think?
It looks stupid. I think it's seaworthy, so gonna meet in the middle. Put it in B.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I'll give it some credit that it's the same mask they used in the original, but like I said, they did not take care of this thing at all.
Might as well made a new mask at that point, honestly.
Yeah. All right, so moving right along, we have Halloween 4. So that same bottom row, the one you were.
This one.
Nope. Right.
This one.
Yep. Nope. But no,
one.
still the bottom. Right, that one. Yep. Okay, so I have a bit of a nostalgia for this one because this is the first Michael Myers mask I saw as a kid, and it freaked me the fuck out.
I think same as well. I think like the first scene I saw, one of the first scenes I saw of Halloween was like him getting up in between the beds in the bedroom.
Yeah, I did too. That was insane, and I was fucking terrified. I was like, oh my, because he has this like the thing with Michael Myers in that mask is they have that uncanny valley to it.
Yeah.
And this one is like the prime of Uncanny Valley.
Oh yeah.
Like I think the best part of the mask is the eyes. Like they are completely black. Like you don't see his eyes at all during this movie. It's just black, and that's the point of the character.
Yeah.
The blackest eyes.
That's the point of the mask.
So I would say I put it in A tier.
Yeah, I was thinking.
I think because of that factor. Although it does look cheap, and I know that's like some people don't like it, I think it looks good. Yeah, it's a bit different from the previous, but I still think with just that the eyes being just so blacked out and that shocked expression makes it even more creepier. I think it works.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like the uncanny thing. Like the feeling that you get from it.
So Halloween 5.
Yeah.
So that was the one that you selected. So it's the one with the pumpkin.
Okay. Pumpkin.
Yep. Fucking garbage. It's I hate it. I hate this mask. I hate it. First of all, the face is just what the fuck.
It looks like Mark Zuckerberg.
The neck is way too bulky. With the thing about Michael, like how he dresses, is you tuck in the mask with the collar so the collar pops. This one's just so bulky that you can't even do that, and it looks weird. The neck is so bulky. The hair is too long for me. I don't like the hair. I don't like this mask.
Yeah.
And what's the sad thing is that the mass-produced masks that are replicas look better than the one in the actual movie. So I would say D tier or low C.
I was thinking D as well.
Alright, so we'll keep it there. So now Halloween 6. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth one.
This one.
Yep.
Okay. It looks okay.
I also have a bit of nostalgia for this one as well, because this mask also scared the fuck out of me. But I love this mask. This has the reverse of the Halloween 2, where I don't want to delve too deep into it, but they recasted Michael in the main cut of the movie with a much skinnier guy, while in the original cut, the producer's cut, he was a bit a bulkier guy, so they got a skinnier guy, and it makes the mask much better. So I love it. I love the Halloween 6 mask specifically in the theatrical cut. It looks so good. And it's the closest to the original, classic looking mask. But at this point.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say A tier as well.
A tier. Yeah, I was thinking B. I'll put it in A tier.
Yeah, I would say high B, low A.
Yeah.
Now we're getting to the fun stuff. Halloween H2O. I don't know which one don't know what order because this is the one with the 4 masks.
Yeah.
So in one movie. So let's start. So we'll start with the first one. So that is the first one in the movie. It's basically the Halloween 6 mask. The first one left.
This one.
That is in the movie. So hold on to that one.
Okay.
But the very first one on the left.
Oh, this one.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's basically the Halloween 6 mask, but like slightly different. It looks like the now that I'm realizing it does look like the mask in Dead by Daylight. I wish they kept this mask in the movie because the other ones it kind of suck, and you're gonna see that.
Yeah.
So I put it in B tier. It's not as good as the Halloween 6 mask, but it's solid, I guess. So I'd say B. Now we'll do the one you selected earlier. We'll jump right to that one. I fucking hate it. It looks extremely cheap.
It looks like a founding father.
I hate it. I don't like it. I don't know why. I don't know what they were thinking with this one. Oh no, not that one. That's Rob Zombie.
Oh,
nope.
Shit.
The one. Yep, that one.
Cross.
Yeah, that one. I hate it.
Yeah, this one sucks. This one sucks.
We're putting it right.
Doesn't even look like a fucking Michael Myers mask.
I don't know what they were thinking with that one. They were just, I don't know what they. Okay, now we'll go to the main one. So that is the one right next to the current, like the newer one.
Okay.
To the left.
Left. Right here.
No, keep going. I'm talking about like not the Halloween Kills one, like H40. No, keep going. Keep going.
This one.
Nope, keep going. There we go. There you are. This one is also garbage. I don't. And this is the problem is one thing is that the mask looks too tight. That it looks like it's just makeup.
Yeah.
And the second one, the most obvious problem, those eye holes are way too big.
Yeah.
I don't like seeing Michael's eyes that much. That looks silly. So I'm gonna say C tier.
You want to know what this reminds me of? Like when your mother tells you, like, okay, it's time to take a picture, and then you just have to stand there for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say C tier. What do you think?
Yeah.
I don't like this mask, but now the most infamous one in this movie, the CGI mask. So that one that's gonna look pretty obvious which one that is.
Oh yeah, okay.
This one. The CGI mask.
It looks like a mask that GTA would have.
This is the bottom barrel. This is the bottom of the barrel. Below all in D tier. This is like low D. Like this is the worst one.
Damn it! I can't make a new tier. I generally want to make an F tier for this one, but I can't.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it for Halloween H2O.
Yeah.
Now for Resurrection. That is right in the middle of the newer ones actually. So.
Let me see. This one.
Yep. You got it.
It looks
terrible.
So
So not this one. I used to like it, but now I'm just pretty about it. I think the design is pretty good, but there's a couple problems. Same thing with H2O. I don't like you see his eyes a lot. I don't like that either. But the difference being is that at least with Halloween Resurrection, there are shots where it's in darkness and you don't see the eyes. So I'll give it that and then that it looks good. But other than that, I don't like the shading on this mask. It just as someone who owns 3 Michael Myers masks personally and planning on selling one, with the shading, like doing shading is like I thought it was a good idea, but then once I realized I was like, nah, this wasn't a good idea. They didn't use shading on the original. And I'm very fortunate that I have a good like original like repainted to look like the original. That's not shaded. because I do have one that is shaded, and I'm just like, oh, I don't like this. I'm not dissing the guy who did it, because the guy who did it did a great job. Like I can never do this, but and he was also very fortunate to send me this whole thing about how I should style the hair and stuff, because when you get a mask in the mail, it's like the hair is gonna get all messy and stuff. So I'm not dissing the guy who sold me the mask. I'm just saying, like, I just don't think shading is like all that. I know a lot of people do it, but I don't think it's all that. Yeah. If you just get good lighting, you'll look fine. So anyway, about shading, I would say high C, low B.
I was thinking C as well.
Like I said, the shading really kind of just breaks it for me.
Alright.
So yeah, now we're going to the Rob Zombie masks.
Cool.
Alright. So I'm gonna start with I put the clean one in here because I wanted to talk about it, because I feel like the cleaner version of the mask looks better.
Mm-hmm.
And then the picture like I got is, I think it just, the way it's like the shadows, it just looks so good. And that is the last one.
Yeah.
Last one
looks very good.
I like it. I like it more than like the main mask in the movie, because they dirty it up and it looks.
I'm definitely.
We'll get to it. I'd say high. I don't know. It's kind of tough because I don't want to put it above like the original Halloween 2 mask, but because I don't want to be like, oh my god, like I feel like that'd be, because it's just it's the original mask still.
Yeah.
But I'd put it in between them in B.
I was also thinking A.
Yeah, so or low A. Like.
Yeah. I'll put it in.
Alright, so now we'll get to the main one in the movie. So it's the same mask, but they add these like they dirty it up and they give it like these stitches, and I'm not a fan of the stitches. Dirtying it up is fine. I think that's just what they should have done with the clean one. Just give it a bit more texture.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With the like weathering, like we'll see with the newer masks. Like if they just did that, I think it would have been much better. But I don't like the stitches, so that one is second last.
Second last. Ah, yes, the founding father. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another thing is like I know it's the point of the movie, but I think this is the same thing with H2O, that I think you see his eyes way too much.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a lot of shots in the movie where you just see his eyes, and it's just like. And I know for that version they went for a more sympathetic route, so that's kind of the point. But again, I don't like that angle, so I'm gonna say.
Thinking C.
I'd say C.
Yeah.
I'd say high C.
Actually, let me put it in high C because it definitely isn't worse than these other masks right here. So let me do that. There you go.
Now again in the last Halloween 2, what the fuck? What the fuck were they thinking? Like, hey, let's just rip up the mask so you can see his face. That's a great idea.
Yeah. I'm putting this. I'm gonna put this in C.
I wish I would put an F tier with the CGI mask. Like they're both just
really
awful. That is the dumbest thing.
I'll put it in D tier because I do like how it's dirty, and I understand the appeal if it's ripped, but it's Michael Myers, so it doesn't really work out if it's ripped.
No, and you know what the problem is? Is that there is a dream sequence in the beginning of the movie where they have a torn mask, and it looks I didn't put it on here because, like I said, it's just basically the first mask, but there's just a small tear and it's a bit more bloodied up, and it looks so much better than that. I would have taken that over that, and there's a lot of promotion shots or whatever they did that it looks better, and I don't know And overall, with that movie is like, what the fuck were you thinking? But especially with the mask, like, what the fuck were you thinking?
Yeah.
And even throughout that movie, he's not even wearing the mask. Like, that's all that it is. It's just this torn up thing, and he barely wears it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're getting to like the newer masks. Finally,
second mask. A newer one that looks like an older one.
They're actually, you know what? Now that I'm looking at it, they're actually in order. If you go to the last,
really,
if you go by last, they're in order.
The second one on the left is a new one. That looks like an old one.
That's the that one's the Halloween Ends mask.
Oh.
And then the one after that is the flashback mask.
Oh, the one in Kills.
The flashbacks.
Okay. I understand.
Okay, so we'll start with Halloween H40. I think this is what the Rob Zombie mask was trying to do, and this one just did it so much better. I'm gonna put it. We're putting in high A, baby. A.
I was thinking that as well. I was thinking A as well.
It's such a great redesign. The aging looks so good. It has the intimidation. It has the creepiness. Like it's amazing. It's such a great mask. I give props for them for doing that. Now we'll do the Halloween Kills mask.
Yes.
I love the burned look.
I do as well. I love the
raggedy mask. I put it above that mask, so I put it above the non-burnt. I like it. I like the burn. It looks sick.
Do I dare put it in? Actually, you know what? No. I'm gonna put it in A. I'm gonna put this in A.
So the burns look so good, and there's just so many shots in that movie where with Michael just standing there, it looks so good.
Yeah.
Like the picture I got, that's my favorite shot in the movie. When when the girl accidentally shoots herself and the camera just pans up to him and he's just doing that his head tilt. It looks so good. I also like when he's when he's looking out the window and it's just when I think he's about to kill Karen and he's just all covered in blood and he's just standing there. I know some people don't like Halloween Kills and that's fine, but you gotta admit, like, some of the cinematography they do for Michael is just too good.
Yeah.
So yeah, now we'll move on to the flashback mask. If you remember our Halloween Kills review, that is definitely one of the high points of the movie was those flashback scenes.
Yeah. For sure.
And I think, although I've seen non official cosplayers do more accurate versions of the original, I think this was a pretty solid, it's pretty close, and it's more so they just took the mask they were using and just made it look like the original.
Mm-hmm.
So it does look different, but it still has that familiarity to it that if you watch it with the original, it's gonna look similar.
Yeah.
So I
would say A.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll put it here
in between them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's a solid. I think they did a great job.
They did.
Even just mask aside, the whole flashback scenes were just the high points of the movie.
The filter they did in the scenes in the flashback,
and they really brought back Dr. Loomis without doing deep fake CGI.
Yeah.
They just did makeup and it worked.
I have to say, when Dr. Loomis came on screen, I literally got chills. I was like, "Whoa, that guy looks exactly like him." Wow. Yeah,
and they didn't even do CGI or did any of that crap. They just did makeup, man. And it worked.
Crazy.
Yeah, the final mask is the Halloween Ends mask. I know some people are gonna be like, "Well, it's just the Kills mask. What's the difference?" But the difference is, from what we see of the movie, because as we're recording, the movie's not out yet.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen, it just looks like a much dirtier version of the Kills mask, and again, I think that makes it better.
Yeah.
That So again, we're gonna put that top of A.
Yeah.
But
I want to put it in S because it looks so good.
you know what? We'll do it.
It might be recency bias, but like it's such a cool mask, and this could be like one of the final Halloween movies.
Yeah, well, like the thing is that it's gonna be, they're calling it like the last Halloween movie because
Of this trilogy.
it's the last movie that Blumhouse will be doing.
Yeah.
So after that, it's just up to if they're gonna renew it, like renew a deal to keep making them, which I don't want them to do.
Yeah. At least for some years.
I think if they want to keep making Halloween movies, I think they should just do another reboot of the original.
Yeah, agreed.
Just to leave because I feel like, because Halloween, the new Halloween, they fall in the line of these like legacy sequels, they like to call them, and although I don't want to keep having nostalgia baited stuff, because that's what these just legacy sequels are, and I don't want them to do a legacy sequel again, because they did that with Halloween H2O, and they did it with, now they're doing it with like the current movies, and it's just, and you can tell that Jamie Lee Curtis is kind of done with this.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to keep coming back as Laurie.
Yeah.
So
this is confirmed to be the last movie with Laurie Strode, though. Confirmed.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah. So,
that's our
I hope.
Look at it.
Like, if they want to keep doing like these legacy sequels, and do like the original timeline, like do some sort of retcons, like bring back Jamie Lloyd, or because I know that's what Danielle Harris, who plays Jamie, wants to do. She wants to come back.
Yeah. As
Jamie, like just do something like that. Like don't just do like. Yeah. Bring back Laurie and do all this, because she's clearly done with this.
Yeah.
I don't blame her. She's been Laurie for like what, 70?
She's
for
been
like
through
50 years.
She's been
almost
through
50 years.
She's been through a lot, you know. She died once from it.
She's died like in 2 timelines.
Yeah, too.
She's died in like 2 timelines.
Might die 3 times.
might be in the 3rd one too.
Yeah, might be 3 times.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be a tier. This is a tier list / us talking about Halloween Ends. Exactly. Because we don't know when we'll be able to record it yet.
Yeah.
Because I'm going opening night, and I know you're trying to make plans, and it's a bit rough.
It is.
So
we'll figure out, though. I think we're going Saturday. I don't know when we will record the review, if we do go.
Yeah, obviously.
So that's gonna be interesting.
I'll try by then. Like, I'll try to watch it on streaming, so it'll be more fresher. Because but. Like, I think I did that with Halloween Kills, but even with Halloween Kills, I just watched it on streaming because I wasn't able to go, but now I'm able for, the quote-unquote last Halloween movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going into this movie, I don't have any expectations for this movie. I just want something, I just want a good movie.
Yeah.
Because, I liked Halloween Kills, but I definitely can tell that it was a mixed bag, and I want this to be a good send-off to both Michael and Laurie. So I don't want them to mess it up. And I haven't watched any other trailers because I don't want any spoilers, because apparently they did spoil some stuff, and that's a pattern they have, is just spoiling like the best like kills or something in the trailer.
Yeah, they showed a kill in the last trailer.
I know, and I saw, and I'm watching like a TV spot, like it just happened to be on TV, and I'm like, God damn it, I feel like I saw too much.
God damn
Even
it.
though it was just a few seconds, I was like, oh man, I think I just saw too much of this movie. I'm
now
worried
I have to throw this TV out.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm just hoping it's good.
I'm sure.
I haven't heard anything
fine.
about like any reviews, even though it's coming out like next week, which is weird.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll have like, but like I said, I'm hoping. I just want to be entertained. That's all. I just want to see Michael and Laurie just beating the crap out of each other. Michael just going on his rampage again. But that's just another thing. I'm also just very worried about the COVID subplot. Like I just like, for example, like Cobra Kai, they're not going to touch like COVID. I just wish they did the same thing. Like it's just like it's fiction. Like you don't really have to make it a. You don't have to put the real world in here.
I have a theory that I just came up with just now. So like, imagine Michael dies and it's not from Laurie, it's because of COVID, and the entire movie is just like a whole vaccination play, which is like, get vaccinated today.
No, like. No, it's just Michael just drops dead, and they're like, oh, and then it just turns into a vaccination commercial where it's like Michael tested positive for COVID and died instantly, and then it's just like you needed this, get vaccinated today, and it just roll credits and everyone's just sitting back like, what the fuck just happened?
And then the conservatives are like, oh, he wore a mask though. What?
I know that was another thing. I feel like another thing with Halloween Kills is just like I think they were a little too on the nose with some of the making fun of people.
Yeah,
that was just.
I have changed my opinion somewhat about the mob. I actually appreciate it more now than when I did originally, because like. If you think
it's not the worst. I mean, it's not the worst subplot.
Because if you think about it, like if Michael Myers is real, people would be like that. So like,
people, he's been killing people all night.
Literally, like, man, I hate how people are like, "Oh, the evil dies tonight" thing is so annoying, but it's like people in the real world would do that as well. So, whatever. Yeah,
and like. Then they literally just all got slaughtered.
Yeah.
At the end, like
dumbasses.
Like they were literally just so close to taking him out that they just got arrogant and were like, "Oh, we won, we did it," and he just gets up and just kills them.
I'm glad they died. They were stupid. They didn't double tap.
I mean, I feel like they butchered Tommy. Like I don't get rid of that. Tommy was like the main player. Like I feel like they didn't do him justice.
Yeah.
And I feel like some of the other characters they brought back, like Shark Bracket and the nurse, I just feel like they were wasted, like they were barely in it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that Lindsay will probably play a bigger role in Halloween Ends. I'm hoping. Because like
don't remember seeing her in the trailer that much.
Yeah. My parents might be home, so we might have to cut this one out because my dog's barking.
We can end it.
So, yeah.
Right,
thank you
that's our tier list.
for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Sure, like, comment, subscribe to the Fake Gamers Club. True. Halloween Ends review coming in 50 years. Get ready.
So true. So true.
So yeah. Again, thank you for watching. Yeah. That will be it.
I hope he takes off his mask and it's just a dream.